only really one thing we can talk about, isn't there? Egypt, Uruguay. No, of course. It's the main man, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, well, we've talked about Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think, you know, when we talk about him, he is a special talent. You know, he's got everything about his game, and you think about the goals that he scored today. You know, he makes a penalty for himself.
Exactly.
He then finishes that one off. Absolutely brilliant start to the game. We mentioned about, you know, the importance of them getting in front. Now, you've seen this goal. Is this just great ability? I think you've got a different opinion on the penalty.
Yeah, I had a different opinion, but he was clever enough.
Yeah.
Because he wins the penalty for himself, you
Yes.
know. If I was the referee, I would not give a penalty. But he was smart enough, and as long as the defender tried to move away, was a bit late.
Yeah.
But he was smart enough, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you think, yeah, I mean, obviously he steps up to take the penalty. The penalty, if you want any man in a World Cup, you know, to finish a penalty off like that, this is the guy you want on the penalty spot.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about this. And also, nobody would touch the ball. Who could touch the ball if not him, after winning the penalty for himself, you know? This kind of moment, the big players has to take the responsibility.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, he is obviously a special player as well, but that wasn't the end of the scoring today. We know that there was obviously other goals in the game. And this one here, I mean, this is as we're carrying on in this game, you know, is this a foul? You know, is this where we should have brought the VAR in, but take nothing away from the finish from Diego Costa. He chops it left and right. A superb finish from him.
No, the finish from Diego was superb for me. You know, he passed quite. But for me, it was a foul. But the referee was a bit far from the position. He may not have seen the whole situation. Maybe the linesman could help him for the VAR.
Yeah.
You know, maybe could call the VAR for this situation. But I don't know if the referee was sure about it.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, we take nothing away from his finish. But again, you know, we carried on. I mean, you just see the strength of them here. It's a great finish. But then you think in Spain have got themselves back into the game. They had a lot of possession, but that man turned up again. It was Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly.
You know, great ball in here. I mean, you can talk us through this. What a finish.
That's a great finish, you know. Big
But do you
mistake
question the goalkeeper?
Well, I'm sorry for him, you know.
Yeah.
As I said before, he complained about the ball. He'll complain even more after this situation. But you know, Cristiano was again in the right position and just, you know, hits again. For me, he's a complete player.
Yeah.
He can score from the both legs, head, free kick. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, he's special. There's no doubt about it. We're going to keep talking about him and talking about him like we have done from years to come. And he gets a little bit of fortune with a mistake from David De Gea. But you're always thinking as the game was going on, they find themselves 3-2 down near the end of the game. But what about this for a technique?
It's great because he smashed the ball a bit stronger. And you have two big guys on the side, you know, Piqué and Busquets.
Yeah.
And pass the ball, pass the wall, De Gea could do anything.
No, it's a superb finish, but I think you have to question, in my eyes, I think you have to question where David De Gea's got his wall. I think it should have been a little bit further out to the left-hand side, but it does go above the heads of the Spanish defence. But he's not fantastic at free kicks, Ronaldo. We've seen it over the years, but many opportunities, but this, and we talk about on the biggest stage of all, this is where the big players turn up, and he turned up today.
Of course, we can say he was on fire.
Yeah.
We spoke before that he is not fast as he used to be.
Yeah.
But play in the middle, in the center, he know the exact time when he has to make a run, and he has to have a foul for himself, as he created this opportunity. You know, the first opportunity for the penalty, and then this one. For the second goal, he was in the right position. Maybe somebody can question the beginning of from the first pass, he was a bit in front, and then he find position for himself and score. You know, was a great night for him.
Yeah. This is where we get an absolutely special player, and what a game. We know we talked about, you know, from start to finish of that game. We've been waiting for a game to erupt, and that one certainly did that today. It was absolutely outstanding.